All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Our sincerest and deepest and utmost apologies as we get back into action. A little bit of technical difficulties as we are in a 2-0 situation. Team iBuy took a hefty pistol round with a B take, only losing 2 casualties and getting the bomb explosion. Jordan Gilbert tried to clutch the round but was unable to do so. And then, of course, they took your standard eco round in round number 2. So it is, like I say, 2-0 iBUYPOWER on the terrorist side against compLexity, who are right now looking like they're going to be running a bit of an ace stack as Hiko and Sean Gare sitting up here in Ducky. Semphis just firing away through CT spawn. Nothing's all the way pushed up at long, and that leaves Swag solo just outside B right now, and that's where iBUYPOWER is going to be pushing. They've got 3 players through the double doors already, Adren, AZK, and Anger, as Dazed is going to be rotating back around from lower B tunnels. This is going to be a pretty easy take for iBUYPOWER. There it is. AZK takes down Swag. That, like I said, was your only B player, and they will get in and get the bomb planted. And now it's all the compLexity to rotate around. I'm not sure how much of the intro you guys had before we unfortunately crashed out. So just to go back in time here, it is your standard roster rundown. Nothing. Sean Gare, Semphis, Swag, Hiko for compLexity, AZK, Skadoodle, Anger, Dazed, and Adren for iBUYPOWER. There it is, 3-0. We will be heading into a gun round. But Sunman, just take us through what you might expect on this map.
Yeah, well, I'll just say what happened on pistol round. They faked towards mid with one guy. This is iBUYPOWER, and they took the B site with the CTs not being in the bomb site. But yeah, now that we have the 4th round here, Dren's going to be the opera instead of Skadoodle here. Maybe just getting a pick and passing it off, we're not sure. But Sean Gare doesn't have one yet either, so.
Yeah, Dren did have the spawn for it there, so they might have just been trying to pick an early crosser. But like I say, it is 3-0, and they are into a gun round. I just want to go back as well and just mention these 2 teams are pretty much the only 2 that are 100% looking like they're going to be at the ESEA LAN Finals. And after DreamHack, where iBUYPOWER was a little bit unsuccessful and have dropped 2 matches online since, and compLexity sort of being carrying the flag for North America, this is definitely a grudge match in more ways than one. So both teams are definitely playing for keeps tonight, as Semphis is going to spam away through double doors at middle. Takes a little bit of damage himself. He's down to 44, and Dazed remains on 61, but no one down so far. All 5 players remain for both teams, as Semphis is going to rotate back around, try and peek through that smoke. As Anger now actually is going to fall back through middle, just try and get some smokes and flashes deployed. That leaves Hiko pushed up, so he won't retreat back and cover the catwalk, where AZK, Anger, Adren, Dazed, it looks like actually all 5 are going to be stacking up there, waiting to enter into a site. And nothing's actually pushing out toward long right now. He's falling off of his catwalk positioning, so this means Sean Gares is going to be all on his own for the initial entry frag. And here it is, the smokes and flashes going out. CT spawn is down. They've Molotoved on the site. They don't want anyone hiding behind the boxes. Sean Gares is going to slowly peek out. They've actually elected to drop down. Dazed got down there, and nothing goes absolutely huge. That was a wrong play for iBuy. They should have stayed high and used the advantage of height. They do get the bomb down. Actually, they don't. Anger elects not to plant it as Dazed goes down. He's got no cover. He will get the plant now for the sake of money, but he will drop immediately to Semphis. Good hold by compLexity. iBUYPOWER a little bit sloppy on their entry, and that'll make it 3-1 here as compLexity on the board.
It's interesting. I wonder if Dren's going to be the one to kind of take over the op role just to see how they do with it. Maybe they just decide they need to switch it up a little bit to get things going for this coming ESEA LAN. But yeah, that round was just pretty simple. They just did a slow work on the map, and then they took Cat, and they dropped spawn, smoked off spawn, and tried to run up towards long and kill the long players and the A players, but they were unsuccessful. The 5 rifle setup was working out for them, but now they have an op on Sean. They picked up from Adren from last round. iBUYPOWER is still going to be in a buy here in the 5th round.
And it looks like Sean's actually playing on catwalk right now. So pushing up with that op. Interesting to see that. And he's going to look toward lower B. He may actually spot them as Dazed comes through. A little bit of smoke in the way there, but Sean now knows they're there. That's enough for him. He's going to fall back, protect that gun, and that'll give them positioning. AZK gets the first frag, though. Nothing's going to drop down on that one, so it's a 5-on-4 in favor of iBUYPOWER. Sean Gare's rotating all the way back around to long, so trying to be a little bit cheeky with the positioning of that op. Swag's going to rotate back into the B site. That might be wise, as both Skadoodle and Dazed are heading that direction. Where's our bomb? It actually is dropped down in the B tunnel, so they it looks like iBUYPOWER is going to converge onto the B bomb site here in a minute. Especially if they don't get any more picks, pardon me, as Semphis looks to cross over at double doors. He's over there now to support Swag. And as I say that, iBUYPOWER are wise to it. Looks like they may actually go back toward the A site. We see AZK's already pushed up onto Catwalk. He's actually been blinded out there. I think that was a bit of a self-flash, not thrown there by Sean Gers. So, but all the way around to Long. This is interesting. Almost an around-the-world strategy as they're going to come around. AZK still trying to look for that entry frag on Catwalk as fires. Shots are fired here at Long. Hiko is actually gets the better of that. compLexity doing work right now. AZK does manage to take down Sean Gers. That's the op down. Dazed late on his entry from double doors at Long gets Hiko. And now it is just Semphis and Swag versus Dazed, who does have the bomb. And he will be working up Long. That flash catches him out there. He manages to turn at the last minute, but Semphis will get the headshot. That's going to make it 3-2. compLexity taking back what they left off in the beginning, and that's going to put us back into gun round number 3 in a row. So good economy for iBUY still. They're not going to have to save quite yet.
Yeah, and it was back and forth too, the whole round. But they took the bomb towards Long, and when there's only 15 seconds left, he tried to cross with it, and he's just getting flashed out. So I mean, if you know you have not much time left, or you're going to not have much time when you execute, you need to take the bomb up cat if you're doing an A split.
So if you guys want to predict this matchup, I've got 2 free 1-week premium codes to give away. So closest prediction and score, or the first one who's correct, we'll get one of those for this matchup, and we'll do that again for our secondary matchup later in the evening. But right now, iBUYPOWER doing absolute work. Dazed and AZK doing absolutely everything, but nothing's going to respond with a quick double, and that's going to take down Adren and AZK, leaving us into a 3-on-3 situation. But the B site has been taken by iBUYPOWER. The bomb will go down, and that will give them the advantage as Hiko is going to try and rotate through the smokes at middle, and if he pushes through these double doors, he will find Anger. He's spamming away, but just to the right of him, and that's not going to take him down, and it's going to give away his positioning. Sean Gers, though, what a frag coming through double at B. Gets Dazed. That's a good entry frag and an attempt to retake, but now he's got all the work to do as his teammates have dropped down. It is a one-on-one, though, but Skadoodle with the one shot onto the 18 HP. Sean Gers will take him down. P250 too strong, and now it is 4-2. iBUY grab a much-needed round, as like I said, they would have been on to the save after that one.
Yeah, Skadoodle was on a half save, but the rest of his teammates bought. And that was, what, 3 rounds in a row they bought after, like, losing? They lost 2 rounds, still bought on the third round. I'm
going to throw out a disclaimer on my contest. I'm not going to be able to scroll back this far on chat, so you should message me. I'm going to type in chat right now. Sorry, Simon, go ahead.
Sorry. You have to send him a Twitch message and get it before the halves tonight, I'd say. But, yeah. Now compLexity's on their Eco round. They won 2 in a row. And that first loss, because all those rounds came down pretty close, now they have to save. That's just the hardship of CT Ecos, or CT money.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just an eco-favored game for terrorists, but I suppose the terrorists would be paying not legal prices for guns anyway, because they're terrorists. So, Adren's going to open the main frag onto, the early frag, pardon me, onto Sean Gers. Swag's already down to 32 HP as well, so not a bad start here for iBUYPOWER on round number 7, as they look to extend their lead here on halftime number 1. They want to try and get as much as a cushion as they can when you swap over to the CT side on Dust 2. Anger here looks like he's going to be the aggressor on Catwalk. First one out for iBUY. Oh, a little bit of team blocking there. Dazed actually held up one of his teammates. I'm not sure who that was, but it's not going to matter because him and Skadoodle will converge for 3 frags, and that cracks the A site wide open. Of course, it was an eco round, but Anger is there. It is. He's going to finish out on Semphis. Bomb will go down. I'm not sure who planted that, but that's 300 extra gold, and there you go. iBUYPOWER 5-2, but we're back to a gun round. We'll see how compLexity chooses to respond.
So apparently I was right that Adren is now the main opera role for their team. So I kind of like that decision over replacing or changing lineups, especially this close to another big LAN. Just trying to get a different feel in the team without replacing players, which can be pretty nice.
I have a new message. That's all I'm seeing right now on my other monitor, so I'm not going to look over there. Let's keep it locked on all the awesome action that we've got on the board right now. 5-2 your score. compLexity looking to claw back into this and get as many rounds as they can. Sunman, what's the magic number? What do they need this half?
Who compLexity or iBUY?
compLexity on CT side.
I mean, they already got 2, but I think they need at least 5 or 6, even though they lost pistol round.
I was going to say
5,
5, so...
Comfortable, yeah, but 6 you feel a little bit more confident, especially on the CT side. Dust 2.
Well, we'll see how they choose to play it. It is a standard pick strategy for iBUYPOWER. Now, something to note, when they do these pick strategies, they're leaving the bomb in B tunnels. So they're counting on the fact that their quickest rotation into a site would be into the B area. Right now, though, A's a little bit wide open. Hiko's pushed all the way up at long. Sean Gers is off the platform, and Semphis and Swag are both at mid with nothing stacked up on platform. So if they had the bomb right now, and we're aware of the situation. They could get into A. Looks like they're going to go for that smoke of CT spawn and drop down again. AZK is going to fall as a result, though. Sempis was right there and aware of it. They do get through the double doors at middle, though. Anger gets the first frag. Sempis responds, but Anger is going to go into Sempis. Skadoodle now takes down nothing, and there it is. The B site cracked wide open. They managed to pick up the bomb. Skadoodle's going to run that in right away and put that down as Sean Gers is trying to enter from the mid-ramp, and Hiko's rotating all the way around from CT spawn, but I'm sure Adren heard him. He must have, because he jumped down there very low, and there it is. Adren gets the frag. He jumped down there very late before he started walking, so gave himself away. One frag for Sean Gers through the window, but Anger's right there to answer that, and there it is. 6-2 now your score. Team iBUYPOWER continue to build a lead in halftime number 1.
Yeah, another super even round there, just trading back and forth. And what I like about iBUYPOWER there, they kind of snuck out mid before they smoked off spawn and committed to mid to B, so kind of caught the CTs off guard. They're able to trade back and forth and just take over the B bomb site before they smoked off spawn to run into B.
One more save here for the counter-terrorist team. Swag actually ate some AK bullets through double doors there. I think he was a little bit confused by it. He actually turned around and looked at the doors as if he didn't know where the shot came from. First frag is going to go the way of Anger, though, as he comes through double doors at long A, takes off Sean Gers' head, and that's going to put us here into an early 5-on-4. AZK's trying to work picks at B, but he's actually dropped down to 12 HP. Great pistol fire there coming out from the two complexity players in the site. That's Swag and Sempis, so Team S going absolutely massive, and if they had got that pick, it would have been pretty important. As we see lots of mid-fire going on as well. I think iBUYPOWER needs to be aware right now that they are against pistols and try and get through. There it is, Adren. Nice throw. He's going to take down nothing with a great place nade at middle double doors. That's your second frag for them, as now it is a 5-on-3 situation. They are going to work toward A. It looks like Sempis is going to be on Ducky. He's going to drop down really quickly. And now it's all on Swag and Hiko. And look at that. They look upwards. Look at the stack. Swag's actually getting a shot on Adren. That drops the bomb down to CT spawn. And just like that, they managed to pick up one more frag on Anger. Suddenly, they have an odd positioning advantage where the bomb fell directly to their feet. And they can try and play this out behind them, though. Watch out. Here it is. Here comes AZK. He's not got a lot of health, but he does have timing in his advantage as he goes on 3 HP, and he will have a crossfire and a flash grenade to deal with, and iBUYPOWER do manage to claw their way back into that, but that looked awkward there for a second.
Yeah, it was a scary round. Getting that bomb down isn't as big of a deal on an eco, but those pistols they have can potentially one-shot, as we saw there. Just very close round. It was kind of silly for the bomber, whoever that was that died, to peek down and look over the ledge with the bomb, because when you die, like we saw, it can put your team in a huge bad situation.
Yeah, and if they had been aware that AZK was flanking around from behind a little bit sooner, they might have been able to win that round, because it ended up that the crossfire, just his positioning, allowed Hiko to not be sure which way to peek. If they'd killed him, they might have had easy advantage of just playing the bomb. So, and they managed to claw it back, but that looked pretty grim for a second. Not exactly the comfort situation you'd expect on an eco, as we are now in a 7-2 score. Once again, we go back to a pick strategy. This time they're holding the bomb in middle, so they haven't committed or decided that they're going to try and work toward one site perhaps more than the other. Sempis is going to get aggressive on B, and watch out, because Skadoodle's looking that direction right now from the stairs, and nothing's going to come of that, it looks like, as they fall backwards. I always feel weird saying nothing when I'm not talking about Jordan and he's in a match, so I'll try and say anything instead of nothing. It just confuses me as much as anyone else, I'm sure. Nothing. There it is. He's going to get a frag on Adren as he comes through double doors. Might get a second one on AZK. Does so. That's going to drop the bomb. Did the bomb drop on the... Okay, no, it did stay on the T side of the map. I thought it came through the doors. I was going to say that's a huge advantage for complexity. But as it is, they are still in a 5-on-1 situation, so I'm not sure they're that worried about it either way. As Anger does pick up the bomb, he's going to try and work it toward Catwalk, but he's quickly going to be met by Sean Gers and Hiko, who are waiting inside the site right now. And we'll just await this decision here, but it looks like complexity is about to get round number 3, and there it is. Anger does drop down as they like that strategy. They've done that a lot this game. And but 3 rounds already going the way of complexity. Like you said, 5 would be good, 6 would be great. And they're not making too bad of a case to get there now.
Yeah, and Anger knew he was probably going to lose that round, so he jumped down and spawned there with not much time left. But getting 2 kills there would have been like a big win for him, but he didn't get any, of course. Just hurting the CT's money knowing they're so low. But iBUYPOWER is just going to get to buy again because they're on Terra's side, and so much easier to buy on Terra's side on this map.
Yep, and we do see Adren actually holding on to the op again, so Skadoodle isn't going to be in that position as we normally see him. He's actually holding on to a Galil right now, so interesting that we aren't seeing the typical gun we see in his hands. Again, pick strategies going on at middle. It looks like actually, and I should mention, a double op strategy right now for compLexity as well. Swag, Sean Gares, both out with the big green machine, and we'll see exactly where they're spotted up. Looks like one is going to be sitting on the backside of the B site in the platform, no surprise. And Sean Gares getting aggressive as he did in the first round. We saw him with the upper, I guess, round number 4, rotating around at A from both long and cap positions. Anger, what a frag as he gets it onto nothing there as they came around the corner. Hiko managed to get one, Dazed fell as a result, but Skadoodle goes back into him as he was pushed down below the stairs of Catwalk, and another frag onto Sean Gares. That's one of the ops down inside the A site. That's going to crack it wide open. They've got full control. Skadoodle picks up an op off the ground. There it is. Now he's got his gun of choice. He's going to drop Swag down through CT spawn, and with a spam shot through the smoke, he very nearly caught Semphis there. And he will flash him out here. Semphis dropping very low. Skadoodle's still searching, but Semphis is going to fall back. I imagine he's going to try and save this M4, but you know what? This isn't looking good. They know exactly where he is. They've got players all over the map staring at him, and AZK is going to take him down, and that's going to make it the 3-team iBUYPOWER have secured at least a first-round victory. The question is, what's the margin of victory going to be?
Yeah, and now with that previous round before the last, no one died on CT. Now they have the potential to buy here, force buy, and they are going to force buy with Thomases and rifles. But triple op setup on iBUYPOWER, they're looking really confident, and they have the potential to do so with so many operas in their team, or potential operas in their team.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this. I'm a fan of double op. Triple op I often find is almost too much, just because once you do... There you go, yeah. It just, to me, it almost seems like once you have a triple op setup that it's great for entry frags or initial pick strategy, but once you try and push a site, you're kind of limited. So I'm a fan of double, and it looks like the double...
With their money being so low, though...
AZK got hit through the door, that's okay.
But money's so low, I don't know why they would just buy 3 ops and then buy an AK right afterwards. It's kind of silly, but whatever, it's online.
I think they picked one up, and then he just didn't have time. He may not have had time to go back and get the AK, or he tried to grab it from another teammate, and they had it. Okay. Yeah, because he picked up... I know that they picked up one for sure off of Sean Gares last round. I think they may have got the second one off of Swag as well, so...
Yeah, probably.
And first frag of the round is going to go the way of iBUYPOWER. Semphis is going to drop down. Just to keep an eye on those two ops, Dazed and Adren are holding on to those. Both of them are actually side by side at middle, so double the op power, double the shot power. And Skadoodles ran back. Did he pick up the third op? He just ran over it and spawned. No, he still got the AK. I thought he actually dropped and picked it up. But they aren't going to pick that up. Hiko's going to get a great frag. Wow, he gets aggressive, coming around from long for the flank. Gets a kill on AZK and Skadoodle, who were not looking that direction, and he manages to fall back and stay alive. Unfortunately, he hasn't rotated all the way to A because they're already pushed up Catwalk, and they will get into the site. Nothing is down below them right now, and Swag is going to quickly rotate from CT spawn as well. But this is going to be a 3-on-3 try and retake here for compLexity. Hiko gets another frag. Great play as he takes down Anchor, though. But Dazed comes out with a great op shot onto Hiko. Nothing gets Dazed in response. Adrian takes down Nothing. But there it is. Swag rotating around. Going to get the frag with the FAMAS. As unfortunately, Adrian missed his quick op shot there. The quick scope. And now it is a 4th round for compLexity. And they come one away from what they should get. Hopefully, like you say, they can pick up the 6. And just to mention, he also picked up the op that was on the site. So a little bit of economy favorite there. And compLexity doing pretty good that round.
Yeah, they did good, but so many died. They're still going to be fairly hurt for money this round. So, I mean, all these rounds are coming so close. Even when compLexity wins, they're still keeping their money so low and hurting them. So getting the bomb plant down now, iBUYPOWER can still buy.
Yeah, Swag actually almost had the frag before the bomb was planted, but I think he almost baited him into planting just to get the economy there.
I don't think he saw when he was planting. He was crouched down so low he didn't really see him at first, didn't notice his back planting right there.
Adren's going to try and get aggressive on B. They're going to kill him right away. He actually had the bomb, and Semphis is pushed through. They know they've got bomb at B right now, so let's see if compLexity immediately rotate. Nothing's already through CT spawn, but he's going to get taken down on the cross by AZK, who is at double doors, so good awareness by iBUYPOWER. But again, that bomb still sitting down in the B tunnel. Swag's pushed up, and he's pushed Skadoodle back off the stairs. So he's again buying more time for compLexity to rotate, as we are already into a 3-on-3 situation. The bomb should go back the other way, but Swag, Pokeball, catching out Skadoodle. That's going to drop him relatively easily. Hiko's going to spam through double doors, get some shots into AZK, who's trying to get over there to work onto the bomb. Swag, though, still in good position. He gets a second frag onto AZK. Good work. And now they will fall back into B site. It is a 3-on-1. Anger will get the bomb as a result. But huge man advantage here right now for compLexity. And Sean Gares on the other side of the B tunnels will call if anything changes, and he goes back toward A, which he is about to do right now. There it is, and Sean with the op actually manages to get the headshot through the door. Great playing by compLexity, and a little bit of a misplay by Adren to drop down that early with the bomb.
Yeah, and Swag played that perfectly too when he pushed up. He smoked up the stairs to buy a good like 25 seconds there, just holding the bomb, knowing the terrorists really can't push through without gambling. So, and he got a few kills there falling back as well. So it was individual play by Swag for sure, as we see iBUYPOWER on a eco round, one of the first of the half.
Actually, it is their first of the half, to be exact. So
Yep.
this should give compLexity their 6th round that you said they needed. So, well, you didn't say they needed, but you said it would be great if they had it. It would be a luxury. So we'll see if that luxury is going to go their way right now. As it looks like the eco is actually going to be going into B. They've got it smoked up already. Flash grenades going out as well, but they're going to find Swag and Sean Gares already in the site, and Sempis just outside double doors. They're going to get the first frag, though. Daze takes down Swag with the help of Adren and his teammates. Sempis responds, though, and Nothing's going to get a frag as well. Adren manages to pick off one more in Sempis, but not before Sean Gares and Nothing can come back in. Again, Daze, though, not to be outdone. He's going to get one more frag. This is a 1-on-2 situation now, and he picks up an M4, but unfortunately for him, Nothing is right there to answer the Call of Duty, which is a horrible video game, and now it is 6-8, and we are going into the last round of the half.
Horrible video game. But, yeah. And again,
I only make that joke because I played it competitively, so...
I know.
Womp womp.
No one else maybe might not know that, but... Yeah, Cole's gonna be... Of course they can buy because they won that round, but again, like I've been saying this whole half, they're losing so many here. Sempis getting the first pick on your ECK up middle with a Colt. So that's weird. Sempis peeked there. I guess he knows iBUYPOWER probably didn't have an op, though, peeking.
Well, this is it. Play for keeps here because, like you said, I mean, it's a luxury to get 6. If compLexity gets 7, this could be an interesting second half. iBUYPOWER playing pick strategy. Bomb is a little bit inconsistent in where it's been placed, as it's down at long outside the double doors this time. So we'll see how they choose to play it. Hiko is going to get another frag. That's going to put it here into a 5-on-3 situation. So compLexity doing good work so far. The Mullies are also thrown out on Catwalk. That's going to delay them a little bit further. But they're going to rotate around to long. Skadoodle gets the first frag onto Nothing, but Sean Gares immediately responds with the op. And that's going to drop him down. Anger trying to cross over CT. Not going to be able to do so. Sempis is going to get him. That smoke not positioned well at all. Adren, though, good play. Manages to get one shot onto Sean Gares, but Sempis responds. 8-7. It's a split halftime. And going into the second half, oh, I got kicked. But going into the second half, this could be pretty interesting and dire for iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, and how many times did compLexity have to save it? 3 or 4 times, and iBUYPOWER once, and compLexity still got 7 of the 15 rounds.
And lost the pistol round.
Yeah, and lost pistol round. So if you count those 2 ecos as a save as well, probably like 6 rounds saved. So just really great play from them, being back and forth the entire half.
I'm just trying to get back into the game here. Hopefully we're not missing out too much on the second round pistol help, because this is going to be important for iBUYPOWER right now.
Are we back with Jack too?
It looks like Jack's in the game from what I can see on stream. I'm not, though, so I may have to reboot real quick. If you're in, you can go for it.
Yeah, retried back in.
I'm going to reboot the game real quick, so if you want to just go, if they're already live, go nuts.
Sure. So, yep, it's going live right now for a pistol round. Looks like compLexity is just doing a standard right now, just sitting back. 3 guys are going into the B tunnels here with the bomb. So it looks like they might be trying to mid to B after faking towards Catwalk, as they do have some nades here in the middle. Adren getting headshot down here, and he has armor as well, so 9 HP on Adren. Good start to the round by compLexity so far. They're still holding back, they're still waiting for pushes, as Nothing is just poking around towards Cat right now, just trying to see if he can make anything work. And he does get one on here, Skadoodle. Daze taking down Nothing, so good trades here, as compLexity is going to be taking the B bomb site now, completely open. Adren and Anger outside the site. Both are pretty injured right now. Looks like they can get this bomb down shortly. Sempis making a huge play, coming out the side of the site, getting Adren and Anger. Daze picking up Sempis. Now it's a 2-on-2 with the bomb down. Both the terrorists are in the B bomb site. One tunnels, one by the big box. They're going to come in the window and the door at the same time, most likely. No flashes, they both have armor, so no kits. At the moment, Hiko taking down AZK, Dazed onto Hiko. 1v1, no kit on Daze, so he's going to either... Looks like he's going to stick it too, so he's going to try to stick it. He might see his gun barrel.
Good play.
Don't know if there's enough time though. No kit.
No time.
Nope.
No time.
That's going up in flames. That was a defuse if he had a kit too. You saw it tick down to 5 right before it blew up, so...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Always buy a kit. I mean, it's hard in the pistol round because you're trying to do other things. You're trying to kind of make sure they don't even get in the site if you could.
Well, at least 4 of them had armor, so I don't even know if the 5th guy that didn't get armor bought a kit either. So yeah,
you
like
should at least have 1 on the board.
At least 1, yeah.
It was a good effort by Days, but unfortunately, and time not going to work. Interesting, though, we've got 3 AKs already out for compLexity right now and 2 Galils, so going straight for the rifles, which could hurt if they don't win this round. They've bought down to 0, but of course they did pick up the pistol round on the the T side, which was good for them and very unfortunate for iBUYPOWER, who really kind of needed that to try and build out a bit of a comfort lead on the harder side of the map, in my opinion. So we'll see how they choose to play it. It looks like the pistols are going to be heading up middle. AZK and Skadoodle trying to do work as they are on the save round, but nothing is going to get a double onto both of them. As Semphis actually, gets AZK, but nothing did manage to take down Skadoodle and Anger, so it's going to be just Adren and Daze now remaining for iBUYPOWER. Daze is going to rotate back around the middle, trying to swoop through double doors there, as Swag's going to take down Adren in the meantime, and that means it's all on Dazed, and nothing takes his head off quite convincingly with a shot from the AK-47, so now it is a 9-8 score. compLexity pick up on, of course, an easy eco round, and don't lose any guns, which was very important considering they bought rifles.
Yeah, and iBUYPOWER didn't buy anything either, so I think if they did, compLexity was ready. Like you said, they had 5 rifles that round, so they would have been ready if compLexity or not, if iBUYPOWER bought armor or something like that, but they didn't. So this round they're just going to get 2 50s. Save once again. compLexity, like you said, no one died, so they still have their 5 rifles from last round.
Yeah, we'll see how iBUYPOWER choose to play this. They're actually fanning out across the map, so they're not going to go for a stack anywhere, even though they're on the pistol round. They want to try and play this pretty conventionally and slow down anything and go for rotations. Hiko's going to be spamming away with an AK all the way back at long right now. Adren and Anger, the 2 A's, are going to be playing it up for iBUYPOWER inside B, so we'll keep an eye if they keep it that way throughout the entire matchup, as AZK, your 3rd A, is all the way pushed. Interesting, we got 3 A's on iBUYPOWER and 3 S's on compLexity. The things you know you didn't know, but you did know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I'm going to stop. The things you knew, but didn't pay attention to. That's what I'm trying to say. That didn't sound as good. I'm not that clever. I'm going to stop. Okay. It looks like right now things are going to start heating up, though, as we've waited out the picks. compLexity are pushing up right now onto the catwalk, as they're going to try desperately to get inside the site right now. Of course, it should be relatively easy. As I did mention, they still are facing pistols from iBUYPOWER, but what a shot by Dazed. That's going to take down Sean Gare. Semphis responds, though, with a quick double headshot onto both Dazed and Skadoodle. The bomb was quickly dropped down there, but nothing's going to pick it up on his way by. Anger, your next person to enter the site, does catch out Semphis, and I'm a little bit confused. Oh, wow. Double kill for Anger. We'll come back to what I was saying there. Great play by him. He actually might be able to quickly jump on the bomb. No, not going to happen. Hiko's going to take down AZK, and Swag rotates around from catwalk to pick up both frags there. But I was going to say, Semphis, I believe it was looking at long when one of his players was already there. He should have been looking directly toward the top of CT ramp, and he wouldn't have perhaps died there. But that moment it took him to react, it caught him out.
Yeah, sometimes that radar can be a little tricky, so if they weren't communicating well enough and he didn't know already that his teammate was going to be there, just took him a second to realize it was being covered. But yeah, it was a nice eco getting 3, buying 2 50s and getting 3 rifles, and the eco is pretty good. Double up setup now. Skadoodle and Adren both going to be opping this round.
Well, we'll see if this pays off or not. Interestingly, one of them is not on the platform at B where I would expect. And if he had been, he'd have a lineup of 4 compLexity players in front of him right now. In fact, they've gotten out of B site. This might actually be a good idea that they're out of B site, because that means they're not going to die before rotations can come around. And Adren actually gets a great shot onto Hiko through the window as a result, and that's going to drop us down. That's your first frag of the round. But the bomb is going to be planted. compLexity are wide open in B site, and Sean Gares is going to place that down in your default spot right now, trying to frag out the window, catch off iBUYPOWER a little bit, but the rotations are coming. It's going to be a 5-man retake, and it's actually going to be an interesting 3-2 split. They've got 2 players in the B tunnels, not just your 1. But look at this. Swag's all the way back out towards CT spawn. AZK was aware of it, but missed the shot. Dazed manages to redeem his teammate. Gets 1, make it 2 as he comes around into the B tunnel. Great shot on nothing. Anger with a double kill coming in double doors. Great retake. iBUYPOWER pick up a much needed round, and it will be 10-9. No kit, kit this time, so no problem. But great retake.
Yeah, both Dazed and Anger hit some nice shots there. As well as Dren, that opening pick right before the smoke blow up, he peeks in window and kills him. He also, I think, legged Swag in middle there, so Swag was the guy that was outside B tunnels holding the flank. Killed AZK, but Dazed traded on him, and he had low HP, so it was an easy pickup for him. Retake, like you said, still going to be a buy round here for compLexity, though.
Well, they managed to keep enough frags to keep money in their pockets. That's going to allow them to buy. Like you say, this is very important for them as they try and redeem this one. Nothing gets your first frag on a Skadoodle. AZK responds into Swag. Hiko goes back into AZK. Dazed into Hiko, and nothing into Dazed. So even trades across the board. Actually, I shouldn't say even because iBUYPOWER is down a player. I can't do math in my head that quickly. As right now it is a 3-on-2 situation. Sean Gares, once again, your default bomb carrier, will place that for long on A, as looks like already in the pit is nothing. So good setup here for compLexity as Adren and Anger are going to rotate around from Catwalk right now and try and do work onto the A site. Adren's actually wielding that op as well, so keep an eye on him. He's going to have to make a great entry, as there is a player up on Goose right now, and he's overlooking that. If Semphis were to peek right now, he might actually get an easy kill, but he's going to fall back, and it looks like this bomb is going to be far enough along in its detonation timer that it's not going to have anything coming against it. Semphis gets one frag on Anger just for good sake, but Adren is going to save that op. So 11-9, but op still on the board for iBUYPOWER right now.
And this match is a nail-biter just like I thought it should be, with two of the best teams in NA right now. And like we saw last half, compLexity winning around and losing, having to save, that's what iBUYPOWER is going to be doing now. They do have an op to work with Adren, but they're going to be saving just like compLexity was in the last half. Let's see if they can maybe get some back and forth rounds here and make it close.
Look at this, the aggression from iBUYPOWER. Adren with the op going right through middle double doors with the pistol players. He's actually going to glitch up halfway up on that box. And unfortunately, Swag's going to go right through the smoke and grab him. Meanwhile, Hiko picks up 2 in the tunnel. So now it's just AZK remaining, who's rotating back all the way through the long double doors. Just trying to get an exit frag, trying to get one at least, but Swag manages to take him down. Oh, my apologies, Dazed was still on the board. I thought I counted 3, but the overlay tricked me there. So Dazed now the only player remaining. But the bomb has gone down on the B site, and it's just a matter of waiting this one out. He's sitting beside the stairs at the catwalk position, but no, Hiko's going to spot him, take him down, and give compLexity yet another round. So this is getting further and further away for compLexity. They only need 4 more rounds, and iBUY need to get back into this.
Yeah, they definitely need this round, just like we saw compLexity do after one of their saves. They win the next round, so iBUY needs to do the same here to keep it really close. Possibly make it a overtime, 16-14, something like that.
Well, I would actually love to see this go to overtime.
And iBUY doesn't have any op now because of that losing and having eco and stuff, and they bought 2 ops on the first gun round, so they're crippled their economy, kind of.
Yeah, Skadoodle's actually running a FAMAS right now. So we'll see how he chooses to play it with that. As pick strategy, standard formation, standard play on Dust 2, as we see them working in toward the middle double doors. The bomb's going to be, again, in the hands of Sean Gares, who's actually not dropped it down in a safe position, and is just hovering around Catwalk as they try and get aggressive. Dazed, though, is going to answer the call. I'm not going to save duty this time, even though I just did by saying that. But he gets 2 quick frags on the stairs. Semphis and nothing are going to drop down. He fell down to a mere 13 HP. Actually, that's Skadoodle. He's still got 46, so good job by Dazed all around right there. As now compLexity tries to regroup. Sean Gares still has the bomb, so there's still a chance they can make an entry and get that planted, as they are going to continue actually to work onto the A-bomb site. AZK and Dazed have pushed all the way up to long, so the initial shot on Skadoodle is what's going to matter, as he's sitting on the ramp right now. And look at this, I'm going to go all the way around, see if I can get over to him. As there he goes, he's going to fall down. Sean Gares with the entry frag with the op. Good play by him. That's going to allow them to quickly rush inside onto A. Sean's going to continue to get aggressive. He's going to look immediately toward long, as he knows that's where the only players have to be if they're in A. And Sean will actually there. Now finally, with the security of his teammates, put the bomb down, and that's going to make it a little bit closer. But Anger, what a shot from Elevator onto Swag coming around from Catwalk. Beautiful play. Sean Gares, though, what a shot onto AZK, and Hiko takes down Adren. In the meantime, Dazed is going to respond into Sean, but Hiko's up on the board. It was a one-on-one, but Dazed has been absolutely on fire as of the last couple of rounds, and he will get the frag. He has no kit once again. We saw that in the pistol round, but he will, yeah, he should easily get this one. He's got 12 frags, just to mention. The next best on his team is 6. Adren and AZK are sitting on 1, and Skadoodle has yet to hit the board this half.
Yeah, I consider Hiko one of their top fraggers, and Dazed, iBUYPOWER, is one of their top fraggers, at least for rifles and getting, just aim-wise, like getting headshots instantly. And that was the battle that came down to Hiko and Dazed. Dazed got the better of me, like you said. He's playing great this half. So I mean, they won the round. So now they need to win again, or else they're gonna be on a save again once again.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Skadoodle. I mean, his ping seems fine. but he's not been doing as hot as he normally does this half, and I haven't seen him with the op-all match, so I'm not sure if they are just trying something for ESEA LAN, perhaps using this as a bit of a time to try, like I say, other strats and other options, but definitely not the Skadoodle that I'm used to seeing. Interesting. So,
well, Dren and Skadoodle and EZK really low on frags. Dazed and Anger pretty much carrying this entire half so far.
Yeah,
maybe just trying to switch it up a little bit and just pick up some op kills. But
nice
taken
shot
down by Sean.
Gears. Yeah, Sean actually got up above the pit there on the ledge and shot just above the smoke to take him down there. Great play by him, and a good awareness of the smoke sort of fanning out or dissipating. So that's going to give the early frag advantage here in this round toward compLexity once again. As like we say, Skadoodle has now dropped down to Goose Egg and 8. And he's going to have to try and come back into this. Anger's going to be sitting at double doors. He's going to get a whole lot of compLexity players running toward him, and actually he will fall down as a result. Sempis is going to get that frag. Nothing. Good awareness. Stays up on Catwalk. Catches out Dazed, who tries to push and flank from behind. Adren gets one frag onto Sempis. Good play by him, but there it is. Sean Gears responding. AZK gets a frag, but nothing's going to close it out. Bomb plant for... Ooh, I believe that was Hiko. I lost my overlay because the round ended, but I think Hiko got the extra 300 gold there. And, yeah, so compLexity are pulling away one more time here. Another 3-round spread. 3 rounds to the GG. And iBUYPOWER on a save one more time.
Yeah, back and forth just like last half. I think compLexity has more rounds this half than... No, maybe it was 6-2, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Looks like they're going to be pushing towards long here, so they might meet up with these terrorists really soon.
Absolutely, they are pushing, like you say, and right now, though, the compLexity players have fallen back a little bit. I think they were expecting a bit of a nade stack there, as soon as they saw 3 players from iBUYPOWER, they ran back relatively quickly, and Sempis has actually dropped down to 16 HP. He tanked, or took a dome there from one of the P250s, and that's going to leave him, like I say, on that 16 HP. AZK and Adren, though, only have 7 and 23, respectively, and are going to have to play this very passively and safe to try and just work out the pick strategy, as we see compLexity still just fanning out across the map. They're actually favoring a 3-2 split onto A right now, 2 being on Catwalk, so see if that pays off for them. And Swag's now going to try and get the entry frag onto AZK. He's sitting behind the box on the ramp. Nice shot onto Skadoodle. That's going to put him down and out. And that leaves him, again, still scoreless in the half. Swag gets a second frag onto AZK. Hiko now rotating in from long. Will take down Dazed at Goose. And Anger now inside CT spawn is your only player remaining. Nothing will get the frag onto him. And now it is 14-10 for compLexity. And again, a bonus bomb plant just to boot. I think Sean Gears got it that time. So, yeah, things looking pretty good right now for compLexity.
Yeah, and their money's still looking really well as well, so I mean they can lose out a couple rounds and still be able to buy a bunch in a row, and iBUYPOWER still without an op. We saw Skadoodle try it op 1 round, but now they're going to have 3 FAMASes and 2 Silent Cults on iBUYPOWER. And some bad armor too, so...
Apparently I said gold again tonight.
Yeah,
so not only have I
mentioned
mentioned Call of Duty twice, I've also referenced Dota. So I should probably just pay attention
I'll forgive
to
you for
Counter-Strike
gold,
more.
just because I played Dota as well.
That's fair. Nothing's going to get a frag on Dazed, but AZK is going to trade that and take down nothing in response. Skadoodle on the board. There it is. The goose egg has been hatched. And in broken, Sean Gears is going to drop down. He's the victim of Skadoodle in the second half. So let's see if this is a rude awakening for him, and he's going to go absolutely ham, because right now he is going to have to. It is 10-14. They need back into this. Hiko being passive behind the dumpster at long. Gets the frag on AZK, who gets a little bit over-aggressive and pushes out toward the doors, but it is a 3-on-3 situation still, so this could go either way. Hiko is going to spam through the smoke trying to catch out Skadoodle on ramp, but he's in a position where bullets will not find him. And that will be to his advantage. Health advantage is actually going the way of iBUYPOWER right now. It's 98 for Skadoodle and 100 for both Adren and Anger, versus Hiko on 33 and Sempis on 30 for compLexity. So see how they choose to play it. Bomb is up. It's actually been picked up by Swag. It was down momentarily at the stairs on Catwalk, but right now they're going to push in toward the A site. They know they've got control of it. Anger's dropped back down to CT spawn to await his teammates' assistance. And Swag will put that bomb down. Anger, what a shot, though. Takes his head off beautifully from the ramp on CT. And interestingly enough, Hiko didn't see him coming up the ramp. He was sitting on car. I think he just didn't have the right angle. And Adren actually takes him down as well. So now it's all on Sempis, but what a play. 2 one-shots. Takes down Anger and Adren. You can't even say. I mean, that's just almost bad luck for iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, 9 HP, 1 bullet from either of those players, and he would have died. But all he saw was heads, and all he shot was heads as well. So, compLexity looking strong, coming back from the land.
That was a Manning statement. All he saw was heads. All he shot was heads.
Or John Madden.
John Madden, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't watch football, so forgive me.
Match point now, and they have deagles and armor on iBUYPOWER.
Well, yeah,
Well, and the pistols.
That might be all she wrote. This isn't DreamHack. We haven't seen any Eco round wins, but Daze is going to make a case for that as he takes down Hiko. Sempus is going to respond into him, though, and with AZKF having already fallen, that leaves us in a 4-on-3 situation as Sean Gers is going to hop inside the pit right now with that up. Actually, I take that back. Sean Gers is still in middle. That's Sempus that I saw jump in there. I saw an S and quickly assumed, and as always, I assumed wrong. As Adren now trying to rotate back around. He's holding on to a case-hardened 5-7. At middle double doors, trying to get up. He might be able to get behind nothing if he's careful here as he gets through the smoke, but it's going to be too late for the rest of his teammates over at A. They're going to get converged on by 4 complexity players. Nothing gets the first frag on Skadoodle. Here's the flank, though, with the 5-7. Adren does get that frag, which was very important, as now it... Oh, never mind. As I was about to call out the situation, Sean Gers took down Anger, and now it is a 1-on-3 clutch for the win, but unfortunately nothing to come of that. Or anything I said I wouldn't do that. Swag's going to get the frag. That's going to make it 16-11, I believe was your final score. Was that correct?
16-10, close enough.
16-10, sorry. It disappeared before I could see it. But there you go. Complexity continuing on with the momentum they've had as of late. They're going to improve to 8-3. iBUYPOWER will drop to 10-3, but like I say, they're already secured for LAN. So pretty much the match I kind of expected coming into this. I did expect Complexity to take this with the momentum they've had lately. And, not the match I expected from certain players on iBUYPOWER. Skadoodle not really showing up tonight, I will say. I don't like to point out people like that, but, in a situation like this, he's got to be on form.
Well, I'll give him a free pass on iBUYPOWER, that is, just because they're changing their setups. They probably haven't really practiced us 2 at all, and now they're going with Adren as their main opper, and Skadoodle taking more of a rifle role, maybe picking up the secondary op like we saw a few times, but one criticism for them, I think they need to have more money in the bank before they go for a double op setup like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would agree. I mean, and you're right. They were trying things, so I can't be hard on Skadoodle, but, I mean, the second half wasn't exactly brilliant for him by any means. So I'm going to look into my messages between matches here, see who had the correct prediction to me the fastest, and I will send out a 1-week free ESEA premium code for that. On behalf of SteelSeries, ESEA, and everyone involved, we're going to take a short break and be right back with another invite match tonight. It is going to be Reliable Gaming versus Mousespaz in just a half hour's time. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and thanks again.